the last video. All right, we back on our book. We almost finished the New World Order. Russian laws. Oh, I need my glasses for this. I've been this whole broadcast without my glasses. Okay. Russian laws. When George Washington, America's first president, left office in 1789, he delivered what has been called the farewell address. You know what? I think I did this. Hey, look. I did do that. Help to their members. Organized for children, young people, and women, special prayer or other meeting circles. Oh, I did do this. I need to change the time. Okay, I'll change it in a minute. I did 32 and 33. Oh, shoot. We almost done. I thought I did that. So we doing 34, 35. Oh, this is going to be a real short video. I'm going to make this a short. I should make this a short. Anyway. Let me edit this real quick. It's going to be a real short video. "34. The attack on nationalism," which is what they doing now. Shit. Nationalism. Damn, I think I spelled that wrong. NATIONALM. Oh, no, I didn't. Let me delete that. Oh, where's my delete button? Okay. Oh, shit. Where's my delete button? Oh, fuck. Okay, chapter 35. Answering the skeptic. ANSWING. Skeptic. E-T-T-I-C. Oh, shit, I messed that up. All right. Oh, this is going to be so short. I'm glad I'm doing this tonight. All right. This is going to be real quick. And then I'm going to make them too short. One of the things that Lucifer did when he fell, according to the Bible, was to waken the nation. The concept of national boundaries is the one created by Creator God. The Bible says this in Acts 12:24. God that made the world and all things that in have determined the bounds of their habitation. And you see attack on nationalism, open borders is attack on nationalism. That and it was by the UN, United Nations. They had a compact of migration, and during the Biden Harris uh, regime, the United Nations ran our borders as they did in Europe because they signed on to the compact of migration. I got a video on it. I break it down all the way down about migration and open borders. But that is a direct attack on nationalism. So if the designer of national boundaries was God himself, it will follow that those who are out to dethrone the creator will be anxious to abolish the nations of the world. And this is precisely what they are doing. Professor John Robertson, the exposer of the Illuminati, wrote, Lucifer, the god of the new world, the new age, some of the communists and some of the Masons wants to bring the world a one world religion based upon a belief in man and the unbridled power of man's mind and reason. Wait a minute. Oh, I messed that up. I'm sorry. Professor John Robertson, the exposer of the Illuminati, wrote, Patriotism and loyalty were called narrow-minded prejudice. See, and you have to understand that in William Cooper, the Behold a Pale Horse, he talked about how you have to destroy the patriots. It's the patriots that is keeping the Illuminati from not gaining total control of the United States. And believe it or not, Trump is elite, but he's also a patriot. They stopped the Illuminati from taking full control of the United States. Once that patriot is gone, and they're going to try to wait, and that was the thing of open borders to get rid of patriotism. Once the patriots are gone, then you're not um because you got some diehard patriots that will give their life for that red, white, and blue flag for the United States. Once they gone, ain't no protection of the United States. Just think about that. Whether you like Trump or not, he is a patriot, and that's a fact. And the reason they were so considered was because the founder, Adam Weishaupt, who was a Jesuit, started the Illuminati here in 1776. He wrote, with the origins of nations and peoples, the world ceased to be a great family, a single kingdom. Nationalism took the place of human love. And he proposed a solution. Diminish patriotism, then men will learn to know each other again as such, and the bond of union will widen out. Nations shall vanish from the earth. Open border concept was way back 200 years ago. About 70 years later, the communists were quick to join those who desired the destruction of national boundaries. Karl Marx wrote, the communists are further reapproached with desiring to abolish countries and nationalism and nationalities. And the humans have joined the chaos. In the Human Manifesto, we explore the division of humankind on nationalistic grounds. The best option is to transcend the limits of national sovereignty and to move toward the building of a world community in which all sectors of human family can participate. Be your slaves is what they saying. Then we look to the development of a system of world law and a world order based upon transnational federal government. Look at that. Manly P. Hall wrote, the existence of continuous states or nations have been the excuse for their exploitation. Patriotism is merely an assented egotism which embraces the members of a tribe or nation to which the egotist himself belongs. Long regarded as a virtue, patriotism will yet demonstrate itself to be the most precarious attitude. Someone more compulsory has also written Zelensky Brzezinski, President Jimmy Carter's national security advisor, also a mentor of Barack Obama, okay, wrote this. The fiction of national sovereignty is clearly no longer compatible with reality. And Mr. Hall tells his readers, we are approaching a nobler era when nations shall be no more, when the whole earth shall be under one order, one government, one administrative body. So the ultimate purpose of all this is attack on nationalism. Is to tear down national borders so that they can be replaced with borderless world, a one world government. There go your open borders. There it is right there. This book was written in 1989, 50 years later, 40 years later, my bad. Then where I forgot where I left. Let me see. The New Age's humanists, communists, Masons want a one world government. They are confident that their goal will be achieved soon because they are creating the conditions that will persuade the people that they should adapt to the world order when it is offered. The family union, the right to own property, the national borders, the right to believe in the creator God, those beliefs will all be destroyed because the world must receive a world government supported by the planners inside the secret societies and the new religious groups. The enemy has been identified. It is not the churches, the family, nationalism, or patriotism, or the right to worship a God. It is simply the belief in Lucifer. That is a fact. Lucifer, the God of the new order, the new age. Some of the communists and some of the Masons wants to bring the world a one world religion based upon a belief to man and the unbridled power of man's mind and reason. It is now possible for the people to know just what the new world government and its supporting religion will offer the people of the world. The abol- the ab- the end of the family. Children will be raised by society through government. The end of the right to private property. All land and property will be owned by the government. The right to worship will no longer exist. Religious people will be subject to rigorous deprogramming. Those who will not alter their belief system will be forced into concentration camps, those FEMA camps, or simply killed because the act of worshiping God will become a crime. National borders will no longer exist. That was the experiment, open borders, and it was a mess. It did not work. There will be a one world government instead of city, county, state, and national governments. All of the individual's private decisions will be made by others. The individual will no longer decide whom he or she will associate with, either in employment, voluntary associations, or in social organizations. The New World Order is coming. It's here. It's here now. And the inception date has been revealed. It will begin in the year 2000. This book was written in 1980, but there have been some hiccups in the plan. But it's here now. All that it remains to be done is to sort out those who will not accept it. Only believers will be around to live in it, unless men of goodwill everywhere act to prevent it. Okay, answering the skeptic. This is one page. What if the reader does not believe all of this evidence of the scheduled inception of the New World Order? What if the unbeliever says that all the writings offered in this study were just the thoughts of individual authors and that they are not connected to the writings of any other individual? What if it is claimed that it's simply not correct to draw that single conclusion from the Nash material presented? Quite possibly, there are many who will believe that it is not possible to reach the conclusion unless it is done in error. In other words, what if the skeptic says that the author's interpretations of all evidence have led to the wrong conclusion? That is a reasonable position and one that the author is willing to discuss, but not for the obvious reason. The reader is reminded of the admiration contained in the first chapter of this book. The reader was warned that the conclusions drawn by the author would be too difficult to believe, and it was anticipated that the average reader would not believe them. However, there is one piece of evidence that has not been placed into the puzzle, and the skeptics should hold their final opinion till it has been considered. The evidence is contained in the following chapter. And that's when we're going to go into Reagan and Bush, but we ain't doing that tonight. Good night. Like, share, subscribe.